Ngũgĩ Thiong'o, as one of the world's foremost writers and most significant political, social, and cultural thinkers.
I'm not going to read all of them.
Your place in modern Kenyan culture and politics unique, your stature in African culture at large and in the world non pareil.
Ngũgĩ, who was quite clearly emerging out of the violence of late colonialism, also very aware, of course, of his own background, the child of peasants.
But also a lot of optimism, the sense that the future is going to bring about fundamental changes in Africa. That hope was there. And I think it's reflected in much of the writing of the period. I think that literature comes from people who have been energized.
We were the Renaissance people. That's the way we used to think. All we had to do was take back what was ours. We had no doubt about this awakening giant.
We were only reflecting the general energy which was there all over Africa during that period. There is a lot of hope, a lot of energy that we can transform our societies.
There's a great picture of Ngũgĩ signing copies in a bookstore in Nairobi. And this is the first modern Kenyan novel. This is the first time we were reading a book which refers to our own circumstances.
He understood Europe very well, and so he could play the role of a translator of Africa to Europe.
Independence was won not through the gun, although the gun may have been important, say, in Kenya and South Africa, but because of the unity of the people. That was the power behind Mandela, it was the power behind Kenyatta, it was the power behind Nkrumah, it was the power behind Nyerere. Our power across the people, our primary responsibility is towards the people of Africa. And then we can have better relationship with peoples of the world. Shouldn't people be using their own languages and then add other languages to what they already know? If you know and master your own mother tongue, then add other languages to what you have. That is empowerment. But if you know all the languages of the world and you don't know your mother tongue, it is enslavement.
And that's why Ngũgĩ made that sudden decision to stop writing in English, to move into writing in Gikuyu.
The night I was arrested, I can tell you it was actually very, very dramatic. My wife opened the door for me. My late wife, Nyambura, opened the door for me. Within literally 5 minutes of my arrival, my house was completely surrounded by armed police. Police came, they went inside the house through that door, okay? And then I took them to the library where they searched through all my books. And this is actually, no, we're only taking for a few questions. You'll come back. So the few questions that I was supposed to be answering and then be brought back became a 1-year detention in a maximum security prison. I could not get a job anywhere in Kenya under Moi regime. And then I was forced into exile.
It's a terrible predicament to find oneself in. People like Ngũgĩ and Michere offered so much to the world. That exile to them did not mean they were going to be prevented from continuing to making the most important contributions to global struggles for liberation.
His main contribution is only partly realized, and that is the defense of indigenous language.
English is not an African language, full stop.
English is our language.
I mean, how can one say it's an African language? It's English.
English is an African language, as is French, also Portuguese.
English is no one's language, because no language is anyone's language.
Even though I am a person who has always identified with struggles for global freedom, I speak in a language that has played absolutely central role in producing unfreedom and repression all over the world.
Is English an African language?
English? No, of course not. It's a foreign language. My language is Yoruba, for instance.
Every language is like a house full of treasure. And learning that language is like being given a key to that house of treasure. The more keys I have, the more house of treasure I can open